My name is Remains West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is a place where separating facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about 5 ways to identify parasitic deities in African spirituality. In the study and the practice of African spirituality, you will come to realize that not all deities are exactly the same. Not all spirits are exactly the same. And we have different types of spirits. We have some good ones, some positive ones, some negative ones, some not so good ones, some just neutral ones. You will discover that different spirits have different personalities. Okay, I have talked about this before in some videos. We have celestial deities, we have infernal deities, we have elemental deities, we have deities from different out of this world. We also have our own spirits, people that have evolved into deities, people that have lived before, ascended ancestors. We have different kind of spirits. Okay, the ones I want to talk about today is the ones that I have been able to identify as parasitic deities or parasitic spirits. These are spirits that have a negative uh, predisposition in nature. These are deities that we might say they are in charge of dissolution or destruction or transformation or retardation of progress. These are deities that we see in nature. What science we call pathogens or bacteria or viruses. These are organisms that causes disease. They causes disease, they causes deaths. We have them. For instance, we have the coronavirus, HN1 flu. We have fever, sickness, malaria, typhoid. We have different kind of illnesses in the world today. Some are very dangerous illness, some are not so dangerous illness, some are like cancer, some are different kind of illnesses that affect humanity. Okay, we have them. Everybody know about this. That's why we have medicine to cure ourselves of this kind of sickness. All these things they exist in the world today. They exist in the world, in every country, every place. Illnesses, you have pathogens that we can make people sick. So we have to be careful, and we have to maintain hygiene, personal hygiene. That's why they say you should take your baths every day, wash your hands, clean your house, cook good food, make sure that everything you wash clean to prevent this negative or pathogens from getting into you to make you sick. Okay, now in the world of spirituality, we have been able to discover that some of these pathogens, these things that cause sicknesses, some of these parasites and bacteria, they are conscious. They have consciousness in them. They are self-aware. They have spirit. In other words, they have intelligence. Some of these pathogens, and they exist outside that their normal states. The normal state you see them. For instance, the virus, the spirits that's of a virus, they exist in the spirit world. Spirits of bacteria, they exist. Now, some of these bacteria spirits, they have become conscious over time. They have evolved to a point whereby they understand humans so much, and they can be able to interact with humans, even sometimes deceive humans, get humans to to believe that they are gods or deities, and people will worship them. Okay, some of them have evolved, they have acquired intelligence. Some of them are even genius. They have genius level intelligence. They can be able to get humans to be worshiping them. You can see your community worshiping a parasitic deity, praying to this deity, doing things the way you will worship a god. But when you check the nature of this deity, it is just a parasite. We have this kind of deities in Africa. We have them all over the world. Okay. In this video, I'll be talking about some characteristics of this kind of deities, so that when you come across them, you can be able to know. Okay. Some of these deities they are here to just cause pain. They don't really do anything good. They're not interested in helping people that much. It is not in their nature to help people. Okay, it's not in their nature to help people. Okay, that is just what you need to know. So when you go to meet them for help, it will be difficult for them to help you to do anything, especially positive things that will make people happy. We free people, make people live clean, free, prosperous life, happy life. They are not designed to make you happy. When they get into your system as a virus, the work is to spread, destroy as much cells, good cells in your body, and make the person sick and possibly cause deaths of the individual. So it is not their nature to make the individual live. Okay, so no matter how they try to do, they just cannot do that. No matter how you try to make them to do these kind of things, if you want to work with these deities, you have to be very careful. You have to look for loopholes to be able to work with them. Okay, you have to look for it's very complicated to work with this kind of spirits. Maybe you want to attack a problem, you want the problem gone, you want the problem taken away. You can sometimes deploy some of these things to in a particular way to solve a certain problem. Then you should be able to know how to contain them so that they don't spread to the place that you don't want them to go. Okay, only very careful, methodical people can be able to do this. So working with them is a bit complicated, but they are here in nature. We see them every day in nature. If you practice African spirituality, or as you begin to practice, you will come across them. Okay, you can work with them. Some spiritualists, they work with them. People, some of these deities, they buy them, they sell them. What most people don't know, there's a black market for deities. This market has been for a long time. There's a black market for selling of deities on juju. People, they buy juju, they sell juju. I would like to call it spirit trafficking. Okay, there's a very serious black market for that. I will not call it a black market. There's a market for it. Selling and trafficking of deities. People buy these deities. There are places you will go, communities. People sell juju all the time. People will have a deity or they will discover this deity. They will nurture them, then people come to buy them. You can buy them, people buy them, pastors buy them, native doctors buy them, people that want to have powers, different kind of powers, they will go and buy a deity that have this kind of power. And they will keep the deity at home, following the rules and regulations, and they'll be working with that deity. People that want to see vision for people, want to do spiritual work, they sell these spirits, okay, in the markets. You can go to places where you can buy them. So some of these parasitic deities, you can also buy them in the markets too. So some spiritualists that want to have certain kind of abilities, they will go to buy these parasitic deities, and they will buy them and they will start working with them. Okay, it is like a symbiotic relationship. As far as you give the spirit what they want, the spirit gives you what you want, which is natural money or fame or whatever you want. So we have people that have these things at home. Okay, so some of these characteristics of some kind of these deities, some of the characteristics, not all of the characteristics. So, okay, one thing you need to know: most times they are mostly in small size. They are like half coconut shape, easy to carry. You can put them in a bag or just carry them like a baby, like a ball. They are always, most times they are small. This is for flexibility, um, easy movements, so they are easy to carry around. Okay, this is one thing you will discover. And another thing is, again, some of them talk. They speak different languages. Some of them can speak English, speak any language in the world. Some of them use different language, telepathic language. They talk, they interact with you. Okay, so that's one characteristic you will know. They are very active, lively. Then another thing you will know to discover this kind of deities, they feed on pain. They feed on pain, on misery, sorrow, or death. It's just their nature. Once again, as a parasite or as a bacteria, this is what viruses do. Okay, when they are introduced to a place, to a host, what do? They decimate the host in any way, shape, or form. They feed on the host. Okay, so this is their nature. So the kind of work most of these spirits do is destruction work, evil kind of work. When maybe somebody want to deceive somebody or want to cause pain to somebody, they are excellent at this kind of things. Most of these deities, you will find them with native doctors or babalawos that do bad work, as in work to take advantage of people, to cause pain to people, like all these pastors that deceive people. A lot of these deities, they work with pastors because they are happy when they see other people being deceived. They are happy when people are misled, when people are kept in bondage, or when people are drained of their strength, of their finance, of their resources. This is what they're designed to do, to drain people. So they work a lot of pastors. These are the deities that work with, parasitic deities. Then another group of people that they work very well for is Yahoo boys. In the business of Yahoo 419, you have to defraud, to deceive people, swindle people of their hard-earned money, cause pain to people. So this kind of deities, they work well with Yahoo boys. So they like causing pain to people, defrauding people, deceiving people. You will see that these are the kind of deities that they go to. If there's any job that is Yahoo, to tie the maga, to tie the person, make it vomit money, they love this kind of jobs. To as a pastor that we talk to people, to deceive people to be coming to the church, to be giving money, they love this kind of jobs. So these parasitic deities, they work very well with pastors and evil people, Yahoo boys, politicians, people that spread lies, sorrow, misery. They work with these people. They are like 5 and 6. Okay, these parasitic deities, they are very good to work with this kind of people. Their main aim is to enslave people, entrap people, deceive people, impoverish people, cause people pain, and just deceive people. Okay, so this is the major things that the parasitic deities are very, very good for. So if you want to deceive people, do all this kind, that is this kind of spirit that you will be working with. This is their nature. They don't know any. If you say you want to help people, deliver people from bondage, these spirits will not work well. They need the one. It is not in their nature to help anybody. So if a babalawo is working with this kind of spirits, you go and meet this babalawo for genuine help, they're not going to help you. They will just be turning you around like a barber shop. They're not going to really fit help you. And the truth I tell you so. So you need to know. Then how many I've talked about 3 things now, right? Okay. Then the 4th one, they have a code. A parasitic deity will never destroy or kill another parasitic deity, no matter how small that one is. They have a code. They have how that they know each other. For one parasite to take out another parasite, they need a dwarf. No matter how small that other parasite is, they know they like to do it. Is like killing their own self. So if a parasitic deity is affecting you or tormenting somebody, you now go to meet another parasitic deity to want to seek help to stop that one. It will not stop that one. It will rather empower that one more. Because if it does that, in the future, another higher parasitic deity might also kill him too, because it's breaking their code. So they don't like doing that. One parasite will never terminate another parasite. This is their code, this is their canon, this is their law. Okay? So if you have issues of a parasite tormenting somebody, a parasitic deity, maybe they send him after somebody to torment and destroy the person, cause pain, then that person have problem and is running everywhere looking for solution, and he goes to meet another babalawo that works with a parasitic deity, even a higher one. That one will never kill that one, kill the small one. It will not live, rather it will make that one even stronger, because they are all the same. Okay, so this is something that you should know, that is very very important. This is one characteristics that they don't attack each other, they don't take at each other, because they are all doing the same thing. They are doing it as a way of, they do what they do to survive. If they don't feed on a host, they don't feed on people, they don't do the destruction or cause the pain, they don't grow, they don't expand, they are not strong. So all of them are doing the same thing. Okay, feeding on a host. So they are all doing the same work of retarding progress or causing whatever they are causing in the world. Okay, so this is what you need to know. Very very important. One parasite will never kill another parasite, no matter how small that one is. Even if that one is just a regular parasite, that is maybe a virus or something else, the big one will kill, and rather it will be making things to be good for that one, empowering that one to even attack you more, to kill you more. Their aim is to whether to cause as much pain in the world, or to take over the world, or to reduce the population of the world. This is their aim and their mission for humanity. Okay, so they are all working together. So you need to know this. So when you making contact with Dibias or Babalawos, some of them work with these deities, you need to be very very careful. Okay, you need to be very very careful, because a lot of deities and Babalawos nowadays, they go to buy these spirits. They buy them, keep them in their shrine, and they work with these spirits. Okay, so you need to be careful. Then number 5, another thing you will know about this, their characteristics to identify them. They don't tell you their name, they don't tell you their origin, they don't tell you things about them. They always hide it. It's a secret with these kind of spirits. Okay, it's a secret with them. You don't know their real names, you don't know their origin. Okay, because they don't want people to know about them, they don't want people to discover them. If you know their name, you know their origin, we just know what they are. So they always hide it. A good spirit that have your best interest or intention at hand will never hide their identity to you. Okay, spirits like we have our ancestral deities, our celestial deities, for instance Shango, Ogun, Oshun, Obatala. You come to Kemet, we have Aset, Asa, Ampu, Tehuti. All these deities, we know their name, we know their personality, we know their characteristics, we know where they originate from, we know the people that they are indigenous to. So they are not parasitic deities. Okay, they tell you where they come from because they want you to know them. They are open to you, they are true to you. They want to work with you for mutual development, to bring peace, harmony, order. This is why people know them. Okay, anybody can make contact with them. But these parasitic deities, they never tell you where they come from, they never tell you their name, they never tell you, they hide everything. Or sometimes they will lie. They lie a lot. They will say, I am so and so deity. And if they tell you this, sometimes they will lie that I am Oshu, I am Ogun, but they are not that deity. When you see the way they behave, one thing you need to know, when a deity said, I am like this, the certain characteristic you're supposed to expect, the behavior of that spirit is supposed to reflect what everybody know about the spirit. But when a spirit tell you that I am Oshun and it's not behaving like Oshun, you should know that this spirit is lying. Okay, so for that, many of them don't tell their name, because if they claim to be another deity but they are doing opposite thing, people will catch them easily. So they don't just tell you their name, they don't tell you their origin. Okay, so when you get to make contact with a deity that is hiding their name, their personality, you need to, this is a red flag, a very, very big and red flag that you should know about. Okay, so these are 5 ways you should know about this kind of deities. They are small size, parasitic, they cause pain, they don't like doing good work, and they don't attack each other, they don't kill each other, they always look out for each other, help each other out, and then they hide their identity. Okay, a good deity never hides his identity to people that they want to work with. They let you know who they are, and they are always there. You can find them, you can trace them to where they come from. These are the kind of deities I will recommend you to work with. If you want to work with deities, you need to know where they come from. It is very, very important. So you should know how people have been venerating them before, the things that they have done for humanity. There are some deities that are responsible for wisdom, civilization, good things. There are some that are responsible for evil and destruction. You should be able to know who you are working with. Just like somebody want to be your best friend, you don't know the name of the person, you don't know the country or the village that person comes from, you don't know anything about the person, but yet the person is claiming to act in your best interests. You should suspect, naturally you will suspect that kind of friendship, that this person is hiding everything from you. It is not good, and at the same time the person knows everything or want to know everything about you and you don't know anything about them. Okay, so these are the kind of things that you will find about this type of deities. Okay, they exist in African spirituality, and I have been studying them for quite some time now, and you will find them. A lot of people don't know them, and a lot of people don't know how to classify them, and they don't really know how to work with them. You will always see these things. Okay, you can't eradicate them, just like we can't eradicate all the diseases in the world. Instead, new ones are coming every day. New pandemics are coming, new of this kind of spirit, they are coming out every day. Okay, they are there, but you should know how to work with them, and you should be careful when you come across them. One way to know about these things is that when you meet somebody that is venerating these kind of things, you give them a tax, and or you give them a specific time for the tax to be solved. And when you see like 3 different things, you ask them to do 3 different things for you. You will see how they react to the things, then the ones that they work best for, the ones that they don't do very well, or the ones that they refuse to touch. You should suspect that this thing is the way it is. Okay, these things exist. So in your practice of African spirituality, you will come across them, especially if you are constantly making contact with deities. You will come across such kind of spirits. So when you come across them, you should be able to identify them and understand what you are dealing with. Some of them are not bad, it's just their nature. So don't blame them. Just like a snake will bite, or a lion if hungry, it is the nature, their nature. Okay, it is their nature. Just like the way people have different nature. So they are there, they exist. So when you see them, know how to deal with them. Okay, so this is the thing that I want to talk about on this video today. Questions or comments are welcome. Please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell close to the subscribe button, and please, when you hit that notification, there a pop-up will come out. Click the all sign, the all notifications so that when I push my videos out or any of the articles I post, you will get it instantly. A lot of people hit the notification, they don't hit the whole sign, so they don't get my updates. So hit it, okay? Or also try to bookmark the channel as well, so that if you want to know about African spirituality, you want to get updates, you want to understand how it works, how it goes on, you can be following me on this channel. Then if you want to go deeper, I have a 6 months program where I teach African spirituality from the ground floor to the upstairs. I start from the history of African people, the authentic African history. Then I go into the metaphysics. Then I go into the science and the hardcore spirituality. So I will build you up from the ground floor. Every spiritual practice comes with the knowledge of the history of the people. History and spirituality goes together, because the people that create that spiritual system, you need to know about them. You need to know about their core philosophy, how they think, so that you can understand where they are coming from. So you cannot practice African spirituality without knowing African history. It will not work well for you. So a lot of people that are trying to jump the historical part and they also want to dive into the metaphysics or the direct spirituality, you are shortchanging yourself. If you really want to know this thing very well, you need to start from the known to the unknown, from the history to the spiritual parts. So sign up for the program. I teach real African history, not the fake version they teach inside the university, the whitewash version. I teach pre-colonial African history, who we were as an African people before the inception of colonization and religion. So you need to know all these things. Very, very important. You need to open your mind. Okay. So sign up for the program, 6 months program, not expensive. Then if you want to do your oracle tarot divination, I do it on this channel. You can contact me for that. Okay. It's not free, I charge you. So make you ready before you come. Then if you want to buy my book, this book of Quantum Physics and African Spirituality is the first book written on quantum physics in the history of Nigeria. In this book, I covered a whole lot of topics: the origin of God, time and space travel, origin of religion, the wormhole, the black hole, negative space, evil forex, 666 conundrum. I even put a chart at the end for the classification of deities, so that you can easily, for those people that want to classify, to know deities, there's a chart at the end of this book. I covered so many things in this small book you are seeing. How to classify deities. This one will help you easily determine which kind of deity you are dealing with. The age, the elemental properties, the physical location, offering items. With this chart, you can easily know if you are dealing with a parasitic deity, celestial deity, infernal deity. This book is a must-have for anybody that want to really know about African spirituality. Okay, this book talks about the space age, how to apply African spirituality for modern day applications, the interrelationship between science and spirituality. Now we are the space age. Everybody is building rockets, building rockets, building rockets. African people, you need to build your own rockets too. Okay, this book will help you, will prepare your mind for what is coming in the future. We are not going to the space age. Here we work with the principles of quantum physics and plasma physics. This is the next step of human evolution. We have already conquered nuclear physics. Remaining 3 physics to take us into deep space, which is quantum physics and plasma physics. So this is where the world is going now, into quantum physics, quantum ring. We'll talk about quantum computer, quantum teleportation, quantum entanglement. All this book is African spirituality. They are talking about, in another terms, how to move materials from one point to another point, invisibilities. All these things are what is here, spiritual stuff, disappearing and materializing somewhere else, geolocating stuff from point to point. All these things, it's all part of African spirituality. It's originated from African spirituality. So if you want to prepare your mind for that which is to come, this is the foundation that you need to read to get this book. Okay, many people have not got to this level yet. Many spiritualists, I am still waiting for them to get to this level. So this book is very, very important. Okay, then if you want to know how to do spells, over 200 spells are here. walking in the shadow of the gods, spells for health, protection, love, different kind of illnesses, how to treat them with African remedies. So please get your copy of this book. Still waiting for you, people that don't have. Then if you want to know about ancient Egypt Kemets, when you hear the word Kemet, it means the black land, land of the black skinned people, African land, Kemets. Okay, this is the spirituality of Kemets. How to make contact with the Kemetic deities. This is the formulas, the spells that I wrote in this book. How to do the ritual to call those spirits into the physical world, call them into your consciousness, into your mind. This knowledge is not lost, it is still with us. Our enemies have tried to cut this knowledge, cut Egypt out of Africa, to separate us from this knowledge so that we cannot be able to reconnect back with our ancient greatness. Our origin did not start with slavery, it was interrupted. Okay, we made many mistakes in the past, bringing so many foreigners into Africa, teaching them things we're not supposed to teach, allowing them, using them as mercenaries. All these things happened to us. Then Africa fell, ancient Kemet fell. But we are still here today. Okay? They say where there's light, there's hope. So the wisdom is still here. If you want to know about the spirituality, get this book. Okay? You can call these deities in the privacy of your home. You don't need to fly to Egypt. You don't need to fly to Nigeria. Powerful deities are here. Eshu is here. Ampu is here. Even Set is here. Amira is here. Teuti is here. Everything is here. All of them. So the knowledge is not. Don't feel that you have been caught at. We are still here today. Then I put over 50 spells also in this book for serious illnesses that you can use. Herbs that you can use for serious illnesses, arthritis, or all those kind of things that are serious problems in the body. Okay, so it's a good book that you should have. Okay, three straight books. You can contact me for the books. Okay, then apart from that, I also sell spiritual items. If you want to buy your soaps, your herbs, your cowries, native shock, miracle stone, thunderstone, all sort of spiritual ointments, meditation beads. I sell all those things as well on this channel. So apart from that, I thank you very much for those people that have been supporting this channel. I'm very, very grateful and delighted. And I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.